Back with Bobby and JG Radio, we have Mr. John Scheel. He's with MindLinx. I want to say thank you for hanging out with us today, sir.
It's good to be here.
Great.
Yeah.
Hey, so MindLinx, for everyone here listening on the radio or on YouTube, what do you do? Who are you servicing here in the San Antonio metro area?
Well, first, I want to thank you for inviting MindLinx to come talk on the
That was
show.
my idea, by the way.
It was Bob's idea.
Pardon?
It was Bobby's idea. He's
Oh,
trying,
on me. So you're
thank
welcome.
you.
he's trying to interject and take credit at the same time.
I get all excited about MindLinx, so just to be here and be able to tell people about MindLinx is pretty awesome.
Well, tell us all about it.
Yeah. So MindLinx first is connecting people to online psychiatrists. And our process of doing that uses online psychiatrists to connect to people in their homes. So when they need to see a psychiatrist, they can, get on their app, on their phone or on their computer and visit with a doctor and get medical services, a psychiatric session with a doctor.
So is it a relationship type of thing where you would have one psychiatrist and this is your guy from now on, or is it whoever's available?
Well, our app is kind of a bridge for folks. When they don't know where to go, they can use our app, and then we will take them to just a variety of different online providers that have psychiatric services. We might also send them to a psychologist or a counselor, depending on what they need. But what we're trying to do is match them up to psychiatrists that meets their need. So the person might have a particular problem, and there might be a psychiatrist with that specialty that can help them more precisely. And that's like somebody with PTSD, we want to have them see a doctor that knows about that. And that's his regular practice. If it's a mom in postpartum depression, we want to have somebody that is familiar with that. We also work with psychiatrists that deal with autism. And those are all specialties that, takes a special understanding of the problem and be able to deal with it effectively.
Awesome. So, John, what got you, what propelled you to create an app for this particular situation?
Well, I've been in mental health for over 40 years and started off at St. Mary's University, and I got to run their computer my first semester there. So I was going to major in psychology, but because I took this one class, they asked me to work in the computer department, and I thought that was a great opportunity. At that point, I knew nothing, but they let me run the computer. I got to run it in the evenings by myself. Cool. Because of that, I kind of combined computers and mental health for the last 40 years. And anytime that where I worked, they needed some help with figuring out a data system or something, they would call me in to help them with that. Well, that, again, helped me to learn both fields and be able to kind of bridge the understanding between the clinicians and the techie people. And because of that, we went on to set up some telemedicine settings with doctors in Houston to provide psychiatric services to our clients. And then I was able to set that up at my unit as well. And so I learned the technique for doing that and saw the benefits for doing that. And so it's a quick, fast, easy way and private way to see a psychiatrist.
Sure.
And so I'm trying to take it out of that and put it into the hands of people that need it. A lot of the agencies have waiting lists, so what we want to do is work with those agencies to see if we can provide services to the people that aren't scheduled for an appointment. Right now in San Antonio, it takes a long time to get an appointment with a psychiatrist. I was helping a couple of clients to get connected, and this one client lived way out on the southwest side of town, and his mom was real nervous about driving, and the kid was 17, and it wasn't good when they got to the psychiatrist's office because both of them were really tense and stressed out. So I thought, well, that would be real helpful to have the teenager, the son, be able to talk to the psychiatrist through video conferencing. And so that was my first understanding of
So is that what
the
this
need
is?
for that.
It's a video conference over an app? Or is it a phone conversation?
It's a video conference with a psychiatrist. And so it qualifies for medical service. In Texas, it has to be somebody that's licensed in Texas, but the the way to do that, most people that are doing it online don't use insurance or Medicaid, Medicare, because there's a lot more qualifications for it. But it's an easy way for people to see the psychiatrist.
Can you talk a little bit about the price difference in seeing a psychiatrist online or in person? And then also kind of walk us through what somebody would expect or go through if they did try to use this app to see a psychiatrist.
Like being a new customer, I guess.
Yeah. You say the cost difference?
Yeah, cost difference.
Well, it's going to cost the same.
Same.
You know,
But it's just faster because you say
Yeah, it's more accessible.
backed up.
faster, more accessible. We're calling it a system of access. We have systems of care where there's people that are providing those mental health services, in, clinics. But, when you can't get that appointment, the place I used to work for, we used to tell people it took 2 to 6 weeks to get an appointment. Now it's taking more like 3 months to get an appointment with a psychiatrist.
What if it's an emergency?
Pardon?
Sometimes it's an emergency. You got to see somebody quick.
Well, emergencies have a real particular designation. That's when somebody is trying to kill themselves, kill somebody else, or psychotic, and they can't make sense of what's going on. When that happens and you call 911, the police will come out, and if they meet that criteria, the police can take them to the hospital. But there's times when they don't meet that criteria. It's still urgent. They still need to see a psychiatrist, usually for medication or decide if they need to go to the hospital, and that's when this app can help. We want to contract with like schools and have the school pay for a chunk of doctor visits, 100 or 1,000, and then as a counselor determines somebody needs to see the psychiatrist, they can give them one of these credit cards or custom code that we're going to use through our app, and then the parents can have that person see the doctor from home. Our app just takes people to the website. Once we identify a practice or a particular professional that can help that person, then we take them to the website, and then after that, it's between that person and the practice. So we just do that initial contact for folks.
So, John, quick takeaway. What does being a nonprofit change the way you find therapists to work with you?
Okay. Well, the goals of our nonprofit is twofold. One is to help people, and the other one is to be sustainable so we can continue to help people. When we're trying to build our network with the practices that are online, most of the time, those folks are pretty open to talking with us because we're a nonprofit. They want to see how we can partner together, and then they also like to see how they can be part of what we do, and then they want to offer a lot of times to help us continue somehow.
Understand.
So it's just they're donating to make sure that it continues then, for the most part.
Yeah.
Getting donations to keep it going.
Well, one of the things that we need to do as a nonprofit is to get grants to help make it available for the people that can't afford it.
Gotcha. Perfect. Well, for more information, you can find them online at mindlinx.co. Again, that's mindlinx.co. We're going to take a quick break. Be right back with Bobby and JJ Radio.